Yeah. Woo. They don't fall cause we push. They fall cause they lean. You played yourself, lil' bro. Look, I gave you plays, taught you codes, fed you game, told you no shows, told you don't move, just a trend, no flash pain. You ain't earned a band, but you wanted likes, not rules. Wanted views, not schools. So you faked the pain, I bled and mocked the real for jewels. I ain't speak, just watch. You spun blocks with props. Tag me in clips with ops. Thought you safe cause it crops. You forgot who cleaned your name and the wolves smell blood in the game. Now your story screenshot frame, just comments saying shame. You played yourself. Move like a king, but you pawned your wealth. Try to ride my name, but you broke your belt. Now you off the board, no stealth. Yeah, you played yourself. Now they repost grief, not help. And the hood just shook, not knelt. You ain't died for truth, you melt. Look, I ain't clap, I ain't smile. I lit a candle, sat a while. I thought, damn, if he just paused, maybe he'd dodge that trial. But ego loud when a hard light, and fame fast when the scars slight. And some don't care about right, till a Glock flash turn night. I try to warn, not scold, try to mold, not hold. But you took advice like mold, like it ain't age. Well, just old, now I move with grief and rage. Another one lost off stage. They say I ain't cry, I'm caged, but real ones know this page. You played yourself. Move like a king, but you pawned your wealth. Try to write my name, but you broke your belt. Now you off the board, no stealth. Yeah, you played yourself. Now they repost grief, not help. And the hood just shook, not knelt. You ain't died for truth, you melt. You ain't fall cause I let go. You fell cause you chose show, and now, woo! Yeah. Woo. Not all winds feel warm. Not all kings get crowned. Let me talk. One last time. I came up off scars, off silence and bars, off moves that left marks, and pain you can't chart. They see shine on the shell, but inside still sell, still voices I quell, still nights I can't tell I made it. Yeah, they say that, but at what cost lay flat? I lost friends, got paid back in plaques, I don't even play back. I built walls, not homes, held crowns, but alone. So if you ask what I own, it's just time and a tone. Don't follow this path. It look gold, but it slash. It move fast, then it crash. It love you, then laugh. Don't follow this path. Not if you want peace to last. Not if you want roots, not flash. Not if you dream past cash. I ain't say I regret, but I say I ain't rest. I say some lessons cost breath, and some wins feel like death. I taught by example, but my script ain't sample. It's redacted, scramble with codes only scars can handle. So go build with your light. Don't copy my night. Don't dress up this fight like it's glorious fright. I ain't hero, I'm proof that pain makes truth, that legends leave booth, but hearts don't stay youth. Don't follow this path. It look gold, but it slash. It move fast, then it crash. It love you, then laugh. Don't follow this path. Not if you want peace to last. Not if you want roots, not flash. Not if you dream past cash. Woo! This ain't closure, it's clarity. Not prophecy, just honesty. Don't follow this path unless you ready to lose what you ask. Can't wait, gone. Can't wait. Whoa.
Not a goodbye, just a print.
I ain't built this to flex, I built this to last past death. If I'm gone in bed, my words still cut through flesh. I don't care for no plaques, I care if lil' bro don't trap. I care if my niece know facts and walk like a queen, not act. Too many die for respect, too few live with intent. So I move like rent still do, even when my chains ain't new. I ain't asked for the throne, I just held it when they all gone. I ain't rap for the phone, I spit truth, you can build a home on. What I leave behind ain't just bars or rhymes, it's a code, it's a spine, it's a light in the ground. What I leave behind ain't famous time for the next to climb with more than shine. Look, I wrote pain in the page, so you ain't gotta bleed in the cage. I flip grief in the wage, so they see more than a phase. My losses pay tuition, my scars just additions to the script that raised my mission. This real, not superstition. To my team, hold ground. To my fam, pass it down. Tell the fake stay out. We don't need your sound. Legacy ain't chain, no drip. Legacy is who you live. So if I dip, remember this clip. I ain't rich, I'm equipped. What I leave behind ain't just bars or rhymes. It's a code, it's a spine, it's a light in the ground. What I leave behind ain't famous time for the next to climb with more than shine. Woo! You don't need to say my name. If you live by the flame, I left the blueprint. You just gotta move it. Unwritten wins. Yeah, what I leave behind. Woo, back, baby. Yeah, look, they only love you when you gone. When you quiet, they be frontin' like they strong. But where was they when the nights was cold? When I had to make meals out of hope and goals. Talk slick, but they ain't feed a fam. Never bled for the block, but be screaming the clan. See, I don't talk too much, I just scan, let them show their hand. I got mine, understand. From the cuts, I done built it alone. Out the mud, no favors, no loan. When I hustle, it's me and the chrome. Ain't no king if you don't got your throne. Now they callin' like they never left. Funny how they show up after you rep. Told them keep the energy, I keep the check. And loyalty can be bought, just bet. No handouts, I ain't take none. I built this pain in the platinum. Ain't no code switch, no acting. What I speak, I don't live, no caption. I made meals off passion. Still duck fake love like it's action. If you wasn't there at my lowest, you don't get to see when I'm flashing. Look, I was knee deep when the rain hit. Had a vision, but nobody saw the frame fit. They just saw a kid with some anger. Never saw the grind, just blamed the danger. Now the phone jumping like I owe something. They forget when I ain't had no nothing. Told my day ones we gon' own something. While they ask for clout, we grow something. See, I don't do well with pretending. I'm too seasoned, life been a lesson. Still pop out with the same intention. Make it out and feed the section. You don't get strikes from tweets. You get it from nights no sleep. From taking L's in the street. But standing tall, never weak. No handouts, I ain't take none. I built this pain in the platinum. Ain't no code switch, no acting. What I speak, I don't live, no caption. I made meals off passion. Still duck fake love like it's action. If you wasn't there at my lowest, you don't get to see when I'm flashing. Woo! No cosign, just purpose. They see the gold, not the furnace. I ain't perfect, but I earned it. Yeah, woo, back, baby. Hey. Yeah. Woo. I left the chair, not the game. But look at them, laughing up. First they forget who held ground when it all went red. Who dropped heat when the scene went dead. Now they post like they roll without bled. I see them talk like they made lanes. Copy tone but they felt pain. Talking go with no battle names. Only wins in their story frame. I ain't bitter, I'm watching. Calculating, not mocking. I don't tweet, I don't log in. But I know be jogging. See I step back, peace was the plan. But peace don't live with a fake expand. They tag me in shade, not hands. So now I'm back with a different stance. First they forget
then they regret. Thought I retired, nah, I just reset. Try to replace me, no preset. Now I'm back and it's cold, no sweat. First they forget, then they post quotes. Try to sound deep, but it's no growth. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to vote with bars that choke. Nah, I float. I ain't calling no truce, I ain't signing no pact. If you cross me for clout, then I carve that back. I build lanes with no cosign. They want noise, I want cold line. I don't flex, I just realign and wait till the fool expose time. Don't rap for the culture, you milk it. Don't stand on code, you tilt it. Don't live that script, you film it. I write what I live, then kill it. They forgot, cool, that's ammo. Now I'm surgical, no camo. When I drop, it's a dismantle. Street still mine, no scandal. First they forget, then they regret. Thought I retired, nah, I just reset. Try to replace me, no preset. Now I'm back and it's cold, no sweat. First they forget, then they post quotes. Try to sound deep, but it's no growth. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to vote with bars that choke. Now I float. Yeah, let them talk. Talk at the throne. Legacy ain't a tomb. Just wait. Woo! Woo! Yeah, 101, you know what it is. Look, I don't move like these clones do. Kept it day one, not a whole crew. Had to learn when to fall back. You don't grow if you don't lose. A lot of scars under new suits. Still pray for my brothers in state blues. Still walk with my truth, come fake moves. I ain't never let the hate choose. They want the shine, not the mileage. Want the crown, not the violence. But where were you when we was quiet? Had to fight just to have silence. Now I'm moving like a silent storm. Got old pain in a diamond form. Got no time for the TikTok norms. I want land, not just platform. Cause I'm the last of my kind. Still breathing and real in a world full of lies. Still 10 toes on the fake multiply. Made it through fire, never switch sides. I'm the last of my kind. Kept to the buck when the system was blind. I ain't chasing no coastline shine. This is legacy, not just rhyme. I'm the last of my kind. Still breathing and real in a world full of lies. Still 10 toes on the fake multiply. Made it through fire, never switch sides. I'm the last of my kind. Kept to the buck when the system was blind. I ain't chasing no coastline shine. This is legacy, not just rhymes. Oh, I don't flex for applause. I invest in the cause. Taught young kings how to own. Told young queens they ain't flaws. We lost too many to the war and some to the pressure of applause. But I still stand on laws that came from pain, not blogs. Oh, I was raised on hunger. Now I break bread with numbers. Came from nights with thunder. Now I'm moving like summer. Got peace, got range. Got shooters who won't say names, but I teach them a higher aim. Legacy bigger than chains. Cause I'm the last of my kind. Still breathing and real in a world full of lies. Still 10 toes on the fake multiply. Made it through fire, never switch sides. I'm the last of my kind. Kept to the buck when the system was blind. I ain't chasing no coastline shine. This is legacy, not just rhymes. I'm the last of my kind. Still breathing and real in a world full of lies. Still 10 toes on the fake multiply. Made it through fire, never switch sides. I'm the last of my kind. Kept to the buck when the system was blind. I ain't chasing no coastline shine. This is legacy, not just rhymes. Woo. Don't ever confuse me with them. I ain't from Trent, I'm from Men's. Last one standing, still won't bend. Yeah, last of my kind. And I'll die before I fake mine. Yeah, used to sleep on floors in the basement. Now I'm bossed up, building foundations. 12 try to stop me, I kept racing. Now I'm signing deals, talking to nations. From the block to the ballroom, still got that heat in the storeroom. Shorty said I changed, yeah I had to. No love in the game, no bag you. Told my youngin' chase purpose, not fame. Never fold, don't mention no name. Used to pray that the drought ends. Now I'm talking stocks and long gains. I lost brothers to the street code. Now I'm running plays in a clean mode. I ain't preaching, just letting them know. Real growth don't come from a show. I came from the bottom, I remember that. Now I'm winning, I ain't looking back. They ain't see the grind, they just see the plaque. But I earned every stripe, yeah that's a fact. Woo. They ain't built like this, got scars on my heart, but I still don't flinch. Got God in my plan, got grip on my stance. If I fall 10 times, then I rise again. Look, I don't chase trends, I create lanes. Make bosses, our youngins with
pain. Had nothing but hunger and aim. Now we feasting and sharing the game. No talk if you're not about business. No deals if your motives suspicious. I want freedom, not just riches. Teach the code, not just gimmicks. No chain could define me. They label me rapper, but really I'm timeless. My circle tight, no minus. My moves speak loud, that's silence. See, I ain't need a gimmick or a scandal. Came up with loyalty and handles. Turn my trauma to an anthem. Now the people chanting like a sample. I came from the bottom, I remember that. Now I'm winning, I ain't looking back. They ain't see the grind, they just see the black. But I earned every strike, yeah, that's a fact. Ooh, they ain't built like this. Got scars on my heart, but I still don't flinch. Got God on my plan, got grip on my stance. If I fall 10 times, then I rise again. From the struggle, made a legacy. Kept it real, never needed a recipe. I don't flex, I just testify. If you know the pain, then you know why. Baby.
I ain't want this. I ain't chased this. But you touch mine. Now I'm back. Look. 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 She was 19, just tryna dance. I gave her cash, said take that chance. Said don't move like me. Bill brands, now she call me crying from an ambulance. Said they jumped me, I ain't know 'em. Posted my name like I own. Took what I gave and then broke it. Used my gift to provoke it. Now I'm looking at names I ain't seen in years, but the hate still mean. Now I'm scrolling through feeds. See little bro caught his schemes. They tagging my name in shade. Say OG scared to invade. They forgot who lit that blade. Now they're still warm in the case. They put me back in. I ain't want war, I want wins. But peace don't stretch when it can. Get hit for the stripes, they pin. They pull me back in. Thought I was done, think again. This ain't rap, this revenge in a pen. This ain't drill, this is judgment, my friend. I told myself don't go, but fake peace don't grow. And love don't glow if you let fear show. So I lace back up, made that call, not bluff. Said no camera, no puff, just truth and enough. They want silence to mean soft. They forgot what I lost. They forgot who paid costs. So the young could floss, but now they touch who I lift. So now I'm moving swift. Back to codes, not gifts. Back to bars rich. They put me back in. I ain't want war, I want wins. But peace don't stretch when it can. Get hit for the stripes, they pin. They pull me back in. Thought I was done, think again. This ain't rap, this revenge in a pen. This ain't drill, this is judgment, my friend. I ain't here to dance, I'm here to end. Pull back in. And it's time to amend. Woo!
You made me monster. You let me breathe. Now I'm too deep in roots, too big to leave. Try to bury me now, see what rises next. Yeah, yeah. They send press, I send proof. They post fear, I post truth. They spin tails, I spin the vault. Expose their deals, unseal the fault. Now every news anchor spit my name. Like saying it wrong brings shame. They build headlines to crush my frame, but I don't flinch, I bend the flame. Too big to bury, song, too deep for graves, too sharp to own. You want peace now, too late to beg. You funded war, I took the leg. Too big to bury, no dirt high enough. No coffin fits this way too rough. You cast label calls drop, but my team prints deals off cops. You want silence, should've stopped that seed. Now it's forest and I feed on need. You can't cancel what built the grid. You can't erase when I own your bid. I ain't a rapper, I'm shifting tie. Your app crash when my name's apply. You right, take down, I own your boss. Your ass run where I burn moss. They blacklist me, I black the lights. Whole system glitch when I strike right. I don't attack, I remove your root. You shut down show, I reboot root. Too far gone to be shut in. Too heavy now to not win. Too high to fall, too spread to see. I ain't firearm industry. Too big to bury, I grew through stone. Too deep for grave, too sharp to own. You want peace now, too late to beg. You funded war, I took the leg. Too big to bury, no dirt high enough. No coffin fits this rain too rough. You catch my fall in digital fury, but I don't die, I run. Too big to bury. You should've stopped me when I bled in silence, but now your silence pays my balance. Mercado. Recover. Yeah. Trigger words. Love. This ain't a diss, it's a declaration. Trigger words, no hesitation. You cross the line, now feel that heat. Ain't no truce once blood hit street. I gave you game, gave you grace. You gave me shade, then hit your face. Tried to paint me as the villain, huh? But I write facts, not feelings, bruh. You post shots, I post time. My grind got layers, yours just rhyme. You built fake cloud on my name. Now every click you get, I frame as shame. Trigger words, I load and aim. Speak my name, I scorch your lane. I don't forget, I calculate. Every bar you drop, I calibrate. Trigger words, say it loud. I don't flinch when it echoes back in crowd. You fire first, now it's my turn. Watch your throne when the tables burn. You was never from war zone blocks. I bled for stripes, you just posed for shots. My soul been taxed by the streets and laws. You paid with likes, I paid with scars. I stood tall when the world bent. You been fast when the world went. Talk real tough on a beat of post, but you shook in rooms where the silence choke. This ain't revenge, it's reinforcement. No fake peace, no endorsement. This is discipline, dressed as flame. This is me undiluted pain. Let the drums roll, let the bass snap. Let your guilt wear chains like a loud trap. Now everybody wanna play that tough, till they hear that tone shift rough. I don't need crew, I move like one. Every line I spit weight like a gun. I walk in silence, you walk in fear. We don't match, make that clear. This verse ain't just bars and beats, it's a message carved in concrete streets. Trigger words, I load and aim. Speak my name, I scorch your lane. I don't forget, I calculate. Every bar you drop, I calibrate. Trigger words, say it loud. Don't flinch when it echoes back in crowd. You fire first, now it's my turn. Watch your throne when the tables burn. Trigger words, I load and aim. Speak my name, I scorch your lane. I don't forget, I calculate. Every bar you drop, I calibrate. Trigger words, say it loud. Don't flinch when it echoes back in crowd. You fire first, now it's my turn. Watch your throne when the tables burn. So next time you reach for a mic, say it twice, say it right. I don't bluff, I don't blink. Trigger words got more pull than you think. But again. You talk too loud, you post too much, you bled too little. Now it's time. I gave you space, you crowded clout. Spoke my name, now bleed that route. No need to yell, I carve in code. I strike where respect can't reload. You move like king, but least the game. Now your post become your claim. No backup, no crew, just me. And I don't bark, I cut him clean, cut him clean. No noise, no flare, just that silence stick like death in there. Clean, no mess, no trail. Every up I write, I send with nails. You try to dance with blades, I grip. Now your clout gon' slip by script. Cut him clean, one shot, one name. Now you viral, but never again. But never again. But never again. You laughed at rules, I bled the right. You staged your pain, I earned my fight. You wanted smoke, now meet the flame. But I don't roast, I delete your name. No face shown, just fade to black. No IG post when you don't come back. This ain't revenge, this chain of law. And now your fate hang in my drawer. They think gangsta means loud and rude. Nah, real killers walk in mute. Real bosses don't record kills, they wire it clean through billion deals. You no disguise. Now you trending under nice guy dies. This not warning, this confirmation. That silence beat your animation. I'm moving coals, I rule by fear, and I just wrote your last career. Now next time they scream, your bar is gonna echo from a prison yard. You want fame, then keep this scene. Your buzz is gone. I cut 'em clean. Cut 'em clean. No noise, no flare. Just that silence, stick like death in there. Clean. No mess, no trail. Every up I write, I send with nail. You try to dance with blades, I grip. Now you clout, gon' slip by script. Cut 'em clean, one shot, one name. Now you viral, but never again. Clean. But never again. But never again. Say what you want, but don't say it near me. Mercado. But never again. But never again. But never again. Don't tell me who started it. Don't point out who soft. You stood in that room, you cheered. Now, you erased. I don't pick sides, I end zones. Don't block tweets, I break bones. This not petty, this ain't beef. This that moment where I cut belief. They said don't shoot the crowd. Cool, I flipped the floor, collapsed aloud. I don't check who clapped the cosign if you watch me bleed. You next in line. Erase the room, no chair left. No echo, no scent, just brief death. Erase the room, clean and cold, no story left. No verse retold, you stood close. Why they lie my name, now you ghost. When I light this flame, no target, no list, no doom. I step in, erase the room. Come to argue, I came for white, full silence. One shot, no hype, this for the nodders, laughers, watchers, all the bystanders. In fraud concerts, I seen you post. Now you quiet, you dress like war, I bring the riot. Not with noise, I move with cold. You live on streams, I overload. This not heat, this pure vacuum. No survivors, I clear the room. No collabs, no label save, no industry suit gon' block this grave. Don't DM, I don't read, I press play and let y'all bleed. Strength, I love it. More to sweep, more ground to cover. You did that chant, wore that fit. Now burn in the same cloud, built pit. No throne safe when the wind mine. No team left when I sign line. You thought Mercado played by boom, no. I walk in, erase the room. Erase the room, no chair left. No echo, no scent, just breath theft. Erase the room, clean and cold, no story left. No verse retold, you stood close. While they lie my name, now you ghost. When I light this flame, no target, no list, no doom. I step in. Erase the room. Erase the room, no chair left. No echo, no scent, just break death. Erase the room, clean and cold, no story left. No verse retold, you stood close. While they lie my name, now you ghost. When I light this flame, no target, no list, no doom. I step in. Erase the room. Erase the room. Erase the room. I don't shoot a man, I bury his echo. And then I silence everything he ever touched. Recover. You been heavy. Get heavy.
They said I'd change, I said damn right. I ain't bleed for the game just to dim my light. Raised in chaos, now I run the room. Talk about lies, now I bury truth. I gave too much, got crumbs back. Now I take what's mine, no strings, no slack. Label meetings, handshakes fake. Smiling at me while they playing with the tape. Y'all owe you nothing, not a dollar, not a call. Wasn't there when I crawled, don't show up when I ball. I built this pain. get heavy, crowns get cold. Success like a deal, you can't rezone. They frame your fall in a highlight reel just to feel big when they see you kneel. But I'm no pawn, I don't fold a flinch. I slap back fade if it even flinch. This throw's not luck, it's war and weight. You don't know real till you eat with hate. I owe you nothing, not a dollar, not a call. Wasn't there when I crawled, don't show up when I ball. I built this pain with sweaty cuts. Now I own my scars. Yeah, I was fucked. They once saw me, that verse is dead. I learned how to live with a target on my head. I ain't bitter, I'm focused, clean, sharper now than I've ever been. Say my name, but say it bold. I'm not your story, I'm the one that sold your spine.
No. Used to dream of changing overseas flights. Now I sit first class with my demons at night. Diamonds on wrist, but my pulse run cold. Everyone I touch feel bought, not bold. Mom called, let's bro doing time. Team all changed, I just read the signs. Laughed too loud when I made that meal. Now the silence hit harder than the shots that kill. Nothing hits the same when you reach the top. From the block to the ballroom, still can't stop. Money stacked tall, but my soul feel light. Guess the war inside me never left that fight. I got gold on my neck, but no weight in my chest. They say I won, but I ain't felt blessed. New faces, vagrant stage applause. Used to rob just to live, now I pay for applause. Never thought freedom would feel this tight. Surrounded by yes, but they dim my light. Talk real big on interviews and screens, but the mirror don't buy in a scripted dream. Legacy, fame, all the things they chase. I just want peace, but that ain't in the safe. Nothing hits the same when you reach the top. From the block to the boardroom, still can't stop. Money stacked tall, but my soul feel light. Guess the war inside me never left that fight. I got gold on my neck, but no weight in my chest. They say I won, but I ain't felt blessed. Can't refund pride. They love the glow, but not the scars inside. If I lose again, I won't beg or explain. Cause even heaven to me might feel the same.
Don't ask who started it. Don't ask why it burns. You fake peace, I build weapons. Say my name, now the whole sky learns. I used to duck when the sirens ring. Now I make them ring. I'm the war that sang no ceasefire when I'm pulling breath. Each step forward like I sign your death. You beg for clout, now bleed for views. I raised in smoke and tailored shoes. No invite, I crash a crown. You play soldier, I bomb your town. I'm war now, not just part of pain. Not survivor, I wrote the flame. I don't shoot back, I shoot first. I don't bark, I drop a verse, then burst. I'm war now, ain't no off switch. You live soft life, I slip rich. This ain't rap, it's policy. I rewrite fate through velocity. You do threats in lowercase. I strike worlds with no trace. They say I'm hostile, they right. But hostile made me king of night. I don't forgive, I rewire lanes. Each enemy face gets framed in chains. This beat not art, this beat is dirt. Where I plant flags, then watch them hurt. You been buzz, I will body count. You post heat, I burn them out. Don't DM truce, I preach
against the wire, then set my name across your file. No treaty signed, no handshake left. You tweet pride, I call for theft. You see the storm, it got my face. You hear collapse, that's Mercavo's base. I ain't in war, I am the strike. From gods to thugs, I burn alike. This ain't battle, this era mine. Each album drop like frontline signs. So keep your crew, your camp, your mob. I show up and I make jobs, I'm war now. Not just part of pain, not survivor, I wrote the flame. I don't shoot back, I shoot first. I don't bark, I drop a verse, then burn. I'm war now, ain't no off switch. You live soft life, I slip rich. This ain't rap, it's policy. I rewrite fate through velocity. I'm war now, not just part of pain, not survivor, I wrote the flame. I don't shoot back, I shoot first. I don't bark, I drop a verse, then burn. I'm war now, ain't no off switch. You live soft life, I slip rich. This ain't rap, it's policy. I rewrite fate through velocity.
No survivors, no peace, just me and this beat. Mercavo.
Whoa!